right, how you doing? Man, I got to tell you, from the first year till now, I missed last year, I missed the second year. A few of us were in Texas after the hurricane, but I got to tell you, this year is at least twice as big as the first year. So congratulations on that. Congratulations to Nick. They've been doing a lot of work on this. You know, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I met with Nick, and he says, Rich, he said, Francis, some of you may know me by Francis. He says, are you going to speak? And I said, man, I got a lot going on. He says, man, you got to speak. People listen to you. And so I thought, well, I disagree, but on the way down here, I thought, why am I here? Why are we here? Why are we all here today? And I'm going to come back to that and give you what I think. But first, I want to share with you just a little short story. It's about 1991, 1992, right in that range. It's coming up to Christmas time. My older brother, he's been away at boot camp and the police academy, U.S. Air Force. And he's coming home. And I'm telling my friends at school, my brother's coming home for Christmas. He's coming back from the military. My parents are excited, grandparents are excited, school's excited, friends are excited. You know, newspaper writes about it in his small town. We all meet him at the airport. Everybody comes home. There's flags. He's got it all. What does he talk about? He talks about the school benefits he's got. He's talking about the medical benefits. He's talking about all of the good. All my family talks about the good. Everybody at school is recognizing how much they appreciate the whole community. How many of you feel that today? How many of you feel today the same as 20 years ago, 25 years ago, that our communities, our societies, our legislators are recognizing and taking care of our veterans like they did even 25 years ago? Let's not even talk about 40 or 50. So that winter, that Christmas, my brother comes home, and he's my older brother. He's 4 years older than me. So, you know, I'm mesmerized. I'm watching him. I'm listening to him. I'm listening to his stories. And it was that Christmas. It was that winter that it wasn't that winter that I started wanting to be like my older brother. It was that winter that I realized that the choice he had made, the man that he had become, he came home and instantly people knew. They respected him. They understood the sacrifice he was making. We want not only to change things in writing, we want that to bleed over to the communities. We want to see more of you here. All of you that are here today, we want you to know that picture that you took, the reason we take that picture, the reason we're here, is just what Nick said. This isn't about talk. It's not about barbecues. We love to raise funds, but why? We raise funds so that we can accomplish things. That's the goal. That's the answer. So when I ask myself, what am I doing here today? What are you doing here today? This is numbers. It doesn't stop today. Just because you came today, that picture lives on. This rally lives on, and we're going to take that power, and we go in here, and you're going to hear later from Bill Post, a guy that both Nick and I both have sat in his office and had straight up conversations with him about what are we doing for our veterans. Not just what are we doing, what are we not doing, and what do we need to do. That's what this is about, is what we need to do. What we need to do is have representation. What we need to do is have voices. And what you all being here today do, what that does is it gives us a bigger voice. When we go in, when we sit in there a week or two with Bill, when we go back in and talk to Bill, and we talk to the rest of the representatives, they're going to know. They're going to know that every single one of you that's here today is in there speaking on behalf of veterans. Not only do we have to go in and speak to and against those legislators that are battling the rights, that are battling the funding for our veterans, but we have to go in and support the representatives that are on our side. Representatives like Bill Post that you'll hear today, and many others. Our commitment to you is to keep that going. Our commitment to you is to not let your presence here today end today. Our commitment is to our veterans. There's a reason why it's veterans first. When we work on legislators, when we work on bills, when we work on fundraising, we've got to bring the rights and the needs of our veterans up to the forefront. There's a reason why in 1991 I decided, military, United States Air Force. It's not because it was my brother. It's because I saw what every single person around us, how they acted, how they treated, how they talked, how they respected, how they admired the veteran, the military. So I want one more time, everybody that's a veteran here, please, be proud, raise your hand. If your parent was a veteran, your son's a veteran, your daughter's a veteran, your spouse is a veteran, you know a veteran, you live near a veteran. Remember this for next year. Next weekend, we've got the first Veterans First Washington State. Okay, we're growing, we're expanding. It's working. We're getting meetings with legislators. We're getting conversations about actual legislation. Am I wrong? Not just talk. So I want to thank you all for being here today. I want to thank you for taking your time listening to me. You've got a lot of great speakers that are going to have some real information I want you to really take to heart. This is an education for us today. This is a classroom for us today, all of us. Tell some stories, meet some new friends, but remember, we're going to carry this on, and I hope to see you next year where we can tell you about the stories that we got accomplished with all of your presence here today. Thank you very much. Veterans First.
Free thought for free people.